Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today and for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. This is my annual series that I do every year. 25 projects coming out to you, 5 a week for 5 weeks, and we're on to project number 9. And it's this little one. It's a nice little treat bag that you could put some little sweets in, maybe tiny toiletries. But what it does do is it makes a really great table favour. So if you've got, spaces at a premium on your Christmas table, these make great little table favours, but they could also double up as place card holders, so you could put somebody's name on there or their initial or something like that. Have it on the table, all your cutlery and crockery and glassware and all of that. Super sweet. And I'm going to show you how to make it. If I stop throwing it around, I'll show you how to make it. So let me pop that over to one side. Use as a piece of 6x6 paper. So I've got the 'Tis the Season paper for you. And this is my pack, so it's rapidly going down. And these pieces here, these are from the leftovers from when I cut for my advent calendar that was project number 1. I have got a project that's using these later on. But this is lovely. You've got 24 different designs, really fabulous. And I wanted to go for something quite red because I'm going to put green trees on it. And actually I've completely lane swerved from that one to this one. So, okay. I've got my measurements over to one side. So 6 by 6 inches. If you work in metric, take it to 15 by 15 centimetres. I've just completely lost my scoreboard. Oh, it's just moved, that's all. Moved further under my desk. So 6 by 6 inches, 15 by 15 centimetres. On the first side, and it doesn't matter which one, but if you've got a pattern that is an obvious direction, so if you were going to do a pattern like this, so you would have your paper the correct way up facing you, and you score it at 1.5 inches and 4.5 inches, which in metric is 4 and 11 centimetres. Then you turn it to the side and score it at 2.5 and 3.5. Yeah, 2.5 and 3.5, which is 6 and 9 centimetres. Questioned myself then for a moment. Okay. So I'm just grabbing a burn folder and I'm going to burnish this. So it doesn't need any cutting or any gluing particularly, although, sometimes you might think, oh, I fancy a little bit of glue there just to give it extra support, but really it doesn't need anything. So all burnished. And what I want to do now is I want to create a diagonal shape. So I want this part here, this funny rectangle, to stay straight. And I'm going to put a diagonal line in here. But obviously it's not going to go from this corner to there. It's going to go in a straight line. So using my thumbs and my fingers, and if I bring it a little bit closer, I'm slowly bending and I want this score line here to line up with this one. Not so easy to do it up in the air. I'm doing it so you can see it, and that's forming the side. So I'm just gripping it with my thumb, and that's created that shape. And so you just keep doing it all the way round. And as I said, not the easiest thing to do in the world, holding it up in the air for you to see. And I might put this one down. But now you've seen it, so you do that all the way round. Okay, you just keep forming these lines. Okay, so once you've got them all in place, you get this funny little sort of weird shape like that. Just come along with your bone folder and reinforce all those scored lines, or all those additional scored lines, I should say. Okay, and so this is where you might want to put some extra glue in. You might want to put some behind these panels so that they stick down. You actually don't need to. It's not a requirement. But it might make the difference if you think, well, I don't really want it to be gaping. But as you pinch it together, those two sides come out, and it's quite nice. It's a bit like a bucket bag. I think that's probably a good description. Bucket bag. Okay, so what colour ribbon shall I choose for this? I'm looking at my ribbon racks in front of me. I might go with this sheer ribbon that I went with before. It's just quite nice. This is real red, and that's, I think that's probably more, looking for an end, there it is, heading towards cherry cobbler, but we don't mind, it's pretty. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it down on my table just so I can get a decent knot in it. And then you pop your treats in afterwards. So I'm just going to slide that up. And cut off those two bits. So yeah, you pop your treats in there and it's just nice. So like I said, you don't have to glue it closed, but if you wanted to, you can. Right, let me get some Whisper White. So I've got some scraps over here. And I've got the Triangle stamp set. I do love a pun. That's just me all over. These are the two tree-shaped ones. Those are triangles. Those would be triangles. And then we've got the stitched rectangle dies that go with it. So I'm going to stamp first and then choose my dies afterwards. And a couple of blocks. And I've got Shaded Spruce and I've got Mint Macaron. Had to buy new scissors recently. My Stampin' Up ones have been so abused by people using them to cut sellotape that I've had to buy new ones, and these are cheap ones off Amazon. Didn't actually know that they had rainbow blades, so that was a nice surprise. Yeah. Like I say, rainbow blades, did not know that. I just googled fabric scissors because I wanted them for ribbon cutting. They're heavy, they're not the best in the world, but it was about a £5 for the pair. Okay, right, let me find the dies for here. I'm going to guess it's these two that have just slipped out because, yeah, that's one of them and that's the other. But you've got loads of shapes there. I've got another one here. I did a card recently that reminded me of quilting with my mum when I was little. And so I just stamped loads of different patterns and die cut them out. Right, where's my... Here they are. My post-its. So at the time of filming, so you're seeing this in September, I'm still slightly in August where I'm filming this, but the magnetic plate is now available. I'm just filming before I've bought mine. So I'm just using some post-it notes. There we go. So what I've got here is my base plate, platform number 1, platform number 2, clear plate, stamped images, die cuts, platform 9 3/4 on the top. It's not quite platform 9 3/4. And just send those through. Do you know what? This thing cuts like butter. Like a hot knife through butter. It's so smooth. Love it. Seriously, a die cutting machine. The old me would have said a die cutting machine is a die cutting machine. The new me says all die cutters are not created equally. So yeah, I've been pleasantly surprised with mine. I was going to buy one anyway. I'm a demonstrator. It's my job. And it's my job to have the stuff that we use. But actually, I've been really thrilled with it. So, okay. Right, I want to do one more little piece of stamping. I want to get a greeting on here. What did I put on the first one? Christmas is best when we're together. That's quite nice, isn't it? I think happy wishes to you and yours might be a little long, but joy and cheer might be quite nice. Yeah, I'm going to go joy and cheer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure it up. So that's 3/4 inch, and 3/4 inch is 2 centimetres. Well, that's good because I want to use my banner punch. So scooch that over there, and I'm looking. There's my trimmer. So I want 3/4 inch, 2 centimetres. And I'm not worrying about the length at this point. I'll worry about that after I've stamped. Joy and Cheer, and I'm going to get real red. And like I say, if you use these as table favours, you could put somebody's name on it. That would be ideal. There we go. So that's cut. So what I'm going to do is I just want to nick the end off so I can then pop it through. And I want the flagtail one that goes in. So this is the Picker, Banners Picker Punch. And I can start putting it all together. So let's grab some dimensionals. 2 on the back of my banner, 2 on the back of the big tree, and 1 on the little one. There's no front and back to the bag because of the way you make it. But if you have a preferred front, go for that. There's my 2 trees. And my banner. And then just to finish off, I've got some red rhinestones. Now, we've had these in the catalogue for a long time, but I find myself only using them at Christmas. I should use them more. So I'm just going to put these as red baubles on my trees, or actually just on one of the trees. And I'm going to put 3 of them on there. And how cute are those? Let me bring it a little bit closer so you can see the baubles. Aren't they cute? They're so sweet. They're lovely little sizes. So it's, what's that? That's 1 inch by 3 inches. So 1 inch by 3 inches, which is 2.5 by 7.5 centimetres. And fully to the top, 2.5 inches. So we're talking about 4 centimetres. No, sorry, 6 centimetres. So about that to there. So nice little bags, but great to hold all sorts of things. So anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. One more project this week. That's coming out to you tomorrow. Hope to see you then. Bye.